Alright, time for a quick Black Zone gathering tour. Since I'm in Fort Sterling, I'm going to try to go to the good old east. Here these maps, Swiftsands Basin is really good, and the other maps are okay. Sometimes Timberslope Grove and Timberslope Ridge are good as well, but only sometimes. I have my miner gathering gear and my Skinner gathering gear with me, so I have the option to switch around if I enter maps that don't have this ore as available resource. Same goes for hide, of course. Here in the snow zones, no hide whatsoever. Same in the highland zones, but I think I'm not going to pass through any highland zones. I hope I didn't forget any tools or similar things, but I don't think so. Do I want to go through the tier 6 map? Well, probably, since I have my ore gathering gear equipped. And after the tier 6 snow zone, there's also a tier 7 snow zone, which I really want to check anyways. So I might as well take that route, and when I'm on my way back, I'll take the way through the tunnel here in the southeast. Which is really handy. It's a really quick way to get to the Swiftsands Basin map, which is pretty good. I'm not sure if I should get a 5.2 stone. I don't think so. Only 6.2 stone and 5.3 stone are okay together. Otherwise it's usually not worth it. This time I didn't take tier 5 or journals with me because I'm not so sure if it's worth it to gather those things, or if it's better just to go to the better zones where you can find better stuff. Like, for example, tier 5 hide. But also tier 6 ore. Tier 6 ore is totally fine. I'm totally going to gather that if I find some. But now that I'm in a tier 6 and in a tier 7 snow zone, I will probably do so. I'm going to take the quick route. I'm not going to take too much time in this map. There are no big stacks anyways. It's only a tier 6 map, so there would need to be a lot of tier 6 ore up for me to be worth it to stay longer here. Tier 6 ore is pretty fine, just like tier 6 fiber as well. Some PvE players around. And this guy is way too interested in me. But he's solo at least. Oh, there's some 6.1. Or I want that. Might just be one stack. No, actually two. And I finally am able to eat something. Since I don't have very much learn points, I'm not going to push my tier 6 right now. I'm going to save that for the tier 7 and tier 8 resources, which are way harder to get up. While it's also much more worth it to level up the tier 7 and tier 8 resources. Any tier 6 ore? Does not seem like it. Alright, let's hope for a big stack. It's possible. It's possible. And there is actually no big stack. And somebody has been here. A dismounted person. Treasure. I'm only going to pick up tier 5 treasure thingies though. There's a little bit of tier 6 ore though. And also there's a red circle. Maybe there's an aspect or something. Pretty farmed already though. Kinda wanna stick to these black dots on the minimap, which represent the thingies here, however you call those in English. Because the ore spawns around those things way more frequently than it does in the empty snow desert. Now the big question, do I want to take tier 6 fiber with me? Probably not. Only going to take tier 6.1 fiber. While tier 6 fiber is basically worth as much as basalt. So Nah, still, I'm only going to take tier 6.1 resources from the professions that I do not have my gathering gear equipped of. Happens rather often now that tier 7 stone is not taken. So the only question now is, do I want to take my time and run around this whole thing? Only one stack, not much. There's a little bit of stuff though, a little bit. But not necessarily worth for staying longer here. All the tier 7 ore is gone. On the edge usually everything is gone. Well, never mind. But only one stack everywhere. Has been recently taken. Has recently been taken. But still should be better than running but probably sadly only one stack. Yep. Otherwise 6.2 ore is really good. 6k per piece. Okay, Time to switch my gear. And see what I can get. And good old... Oh! And I'm spotted, I don't like this. Northeast. A little bit of stuff going on here. Let's see, maybe I can actually take this 5.2 or 5.3 hide there. Would be quite some money. Like 100k. If it's 5.2. If it's 5.3, probably a million. Oh, never mind, it's a level 6 map. So I haven't taken any 6.1. Oh, what's going on? My PC is having some problems, or is it the game? FPS, ping. But now I'm actually going to be able to see how much I get from this. But sadly I'm not fully stacked yet. Otherwise this would have been a little bit more. Seems like I'm going to get 200k because I'm not fully stacked. But I also don't really want to wait. I might find better stuff somewhere else. Even though 6.1 hide is pretty good already. Worth a lot. One piece, 2,700. Holy. I actually didn't expect that to be that high, to be honest. In that case, it's even more sad that I'm not fully stacked yet. And nobody even contesting it. 200k without full stacks, so with full stacks it would probably have been like 250k. Ping is fine. FPS are just capped. I kept it in the options, so nothing unusual. Can I take this without getting aggro? I cannot. Person on a tier 3 horse. Not the most scary thing in the world. Another person of the same guild. I kinda dislike that I was spotted, but I'm really close to the exit. Also, I'm really close to Roads Portal, but it only has 2 charges. The guy tried to gank me with invisibility. Only problem is that he showed himself before he did so. Probably these animals here don't have very many stacks. 2 stacks, that's totally okay, I guess. I guess. Haven't found a baby in a while from wolves or mooses. Two stacks. They all got 2 stacks. So this map wasn't taken in a while. So I guess I even have higher hopes for Swiftsands Basin? Swiftsands Basin. Juicy 6.1 wood. Not that expensive, but it's totally okay. It's worth more than 1k, and I gather it somewhat quickly. Dead bear. I kinda want to quickly get into the T7 desert zone. Don't really want to miss anything, that's why I'm skipping a few bears here. Let's see if this decision was worth it. Big stacks. No big stacks. Dead cat. Quite some hyenas. A lot of mobs though. And I still got aggro of this one. Somebody was killed in this map. 3 stacks, okay. That's good. Let's see how many these got. Two. Ah, quite some people dying there. A lot of stuff is up, definitely. And that even on the edge of the map, which is usually farmed. If the hyenas are not farmed, then there is a chance for me to find some exceptionally good stuff in here, actually. Maybe something highly enchanted, because people haven't been here for a while. Three stacks. Oh. Oh, oh, and oh. Only 2 stacks, sadly. But it's so valuable. Well, this wasn't the best execute of my career. But it happens. Well, Swiftsands Basin still in a great map. I don't know what exactly this guy is trying. I mean... he actually dismounted me. He doesn't have boots anymore though. So, goodbye. That's why you do not solo gank. It's just bad. Well, I mean, it works if you go into some maps where you know that a lot of bad players with a lot of money are fame farming. Then you can just kill those guys. But you need to find such a map. And imagine I had somebody with me. I could have just told him, yo, come by, and then this bloodleather dude would have just been dead. Because he can't escape anymore. He has used his boots. He would just be dead. Okay, where have I stopped? Oops, I missed my thingy. Also, the bloodleather player would have never had a chance to actually dismount me if I played 100% safe. I actually finished gathering before mounting up. I even used my armor before, so I could continue farming right away and hope that he would just stop trying. But he didn't. He didn't even play Purge, like, there's just no way for him to kill me if I am mounted up. With the Purge you could argue that he tries to dismount me and then purges my boots. And then I'm silenced and he can actually kill me. But this doesn't really work because I also have invisibility potions. Also, I can jump away from him before he purges me. Before I use my boots, I mean. Guys, what are you doing? Go away. This guy in the northeast was fame farming, I believe, so I should be fine. Oh, come on, what are you guys doing? Go away. Go home. Like, what exactly is he trying to do? Deny me money? I mean, he's successful at that. To be fair. But I wouldn't count that as a victory necessarily. For him. I would rather prefer a playstyle that actually enriches yourself. Instead of staying poor and trying to deny others. This guy is still there. So the only question is, can I somehow farm in this map, because this map is actually great. I could come from the other side. Let's see if my trash talking actually enables me to gather. I should try to go somewhere where they would not expect me to be. But right now they would expect me to be here if I didn't leave the map. But my ways are not the best. There's a baby. Need to be rather careful now. Kinda want to get there, but for now I would try to gather around the territory and hope that this territory doesn't belong to those guys. I'm also not sure what exactly they are doing, like, seriously. Are they waiting for their friends to come so they can do the static dungeon? I would guess that that's the most probable scenario. Because they didn't have ganker gear. They had teamfight / PvE gear. So I wasn't exactly sure why this guy was waiting at the entrance. Because if they wanted to kill me, they would need to let me go into the map. Right at the entrance, there's no way for me to die. I can always just zone out and mount up again. But maybe those guys belong together with the Bloodletter dude. And likewise thought I would be an easy target, since the Bloodletter player managed to dismount me solo. And if there would be more people, I'd probably die. In their logic. Assuming that they're just trolling or that they're just bad doesn't really help me. So I'm trying to understand what exactly they were doing there. Also, understanding that is rather important for me, because I need to predict where they will be on the map, because I don't want to get any... I don't want to be disturbed when gathering. That costs me silver, time, and also increases the risk of dying, depending on how aggressive I want to play. .1 hyena, basically a real tier 7 resource. 2.7k for one piece. That's pretty damn good. I don't remember how the prices were a year ago, but for now, for the current situation, that's really good. Haven't seen anybody now for a while, so I think I'm going back to the juicy parts. Another reason why they would have been there is that here might be an aspect. And they wanted to kill it and first group up for it. Maybe even deny me seeing that it exists, which is beneficial because I might come back with a big group to kill it. In theory. So many hyenas alive. This map is so good and nobody gathers in here. Quite the mystery. Oh, Albion drone thing, whatever. Can I attack it without aggroing the... Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm seeing a shadow. Don't try to hide. Alright, now that's good. Wow, do I want to take this with me? 20k, yeah sure. 8k, probably not. Well, sometimes trash talk helps, I guess. Okay, the fiber is taken. But tier 7 fiber also takes longer to respawn than tier 6 hide. So I can't tell much. Okay, here are less stacks. I mean, okay, it's right next to a hideout, so maybe that's the reason. There was the dead hyena skeleton in the northwest. Okay, that's another guild. And he's in a party. But he didn't seem to be too interested. Also his gear wasn't really, I don't know. Somebody is gathering there, I believe. Or he's doing PvE. He might be paying farming. I mean, he wasn't gathering the cat, which a lot of people don't do. Let's see, let's see. But obviously a few people are around. Here all the hyenas are dead. I wasn't here. I was to the west of the plateau only. Let's see what's on the plateau. Whoa, whoa. Birds. Well, tier 5 hide is usually not taken. Especially in higher tier maps. Where people are looking for more valuable stuff. But because I have such a high level in tier 5 gathering, it's worth it for me. There's a hyena. Oh, not only one. But I think I cannot pull the bird without resetting some of these mobs. So a little bit of inefficiency. Oh, 4 stacks. Haven't found any tier 7 stuff yet though. The tier 7 ore and the tier 7 fiber was taken. Well, this big group might have been a good thing for me, disturbing all the other gatherers as well. Which is usually worth quite a bit. Getting chased for a couple of minutes, but also having a map full of stuff. Totally worth it to have those guys with me. Yeah, here I was ganked by the Bloodletter player. I remember the 5.2 fiber. Can I gather the tier 5 hide here though? Yep, I can. Because the skeleton moved down a little. Sneaked away the hide. Okay, so where does this blob want to go? It's a different guild once again. Even though I don't know if this guy belongs to the blob. The blob is still moving to the south. So I would believe they don't belong together. Because they wouldn't have been in a terrible position to try to catch me. Dead hyenas. Well, this makes my gathering even more efficient. And it seems like they want to do the blue static. Another dead hyena. 6.2, nice. Money. A dead bird as well. Oh. Sneaking away the hide. Bye. Still really curious to see how the rest of the map looks. If I can actually find some tier 7 stuff. Here the hyenas have been taken. There are some skeletons as well, so the chance is high that those here are only on one stack. Yep. So it seems like somebody has been here and has been disturbed. Probably only one stack. A dead bird though. Wait a second, there's another bird. Ah. You want to kill these annoying mobs here, probably. Only one stack on the bird though. Just another gatherer. Theoretically fine. Also was only tier 5. So my tier 7 resources should be safe from him. And he didn't farm this tier 5 hide? Okay. Okay. Then of course the question comes up, do I want to go behind the blue static stuff? And the answer is probably. He's scared of me, which is nice. He could have simply invited me to his group though, to see that I'm alone and no danger. Okay, might be empty around here, but let's see. I mean, there's a bird at least. So maybe just a big bunch of birds, maybe even 1 or 2 enchanted ones, because nobody kills birds. Minutes. Somebody saw me. I don't like that. Oof. So I need to get out of here, I believe. It's too dangerous in here. No ways to escape. Sounds like people are doing the red boss there. Another 6.2 hyena. Pretty damn good, but only one stack, okay. Some birds down there. An enchanted solo dungeon. Do I want to take the T7 order? Probably not without my war gear. This guy again. And he's sticking around. Why? Go away. Please. He goes away. That's interesting. Okay, this place here might be empty. Two stacks. Another hyena that's alive, and there's a skeleton. Not sure what I can conclude from that. Another dead hyena. So the rest might be rather empty. Sadly, the bird resetted before the mob. Okay, anything left here? A bird? Well, it should be pretty empty. Edge of the map style. So I'm not going to check the southwest edge of the map, I believe. Oops. Just going to check the plateau, but it seems rather empty. So I'm not going to check it too closely, too carefully. There's another person again. On a wolf. But he plays 8.3 gear. ZVZ 8.3 gear. So I'm not sure if he's interested in trying to kill me. It seems like it, otherwise he would not have dismounted. There's another person. I'm not in the best spot here, but I think I will be fine. An ally member. Now the question becomes, is he still chasing, or is he just on his way that he wanted to go anyways? He is still chasing. Well, that was rather bad though. If they positioned better, they would have had a realistic chance of catching me. So now the question becomes, do they want to continue chasing me? If yes, then I'm just going to walk into the territory. They are actually still chasing. So are they still chasing now? A wolf and a moose? Now I think they are on their normal way back. Oh. Considering that this is a forest, that's a lot of alive animals. Which usually are taken, but yeah, the last time I was here, 20 minutes ago or so, quite a few had still 2 stacks. So... only 13 minutes till reset, so I'm going to go back. So much tier 5 hide. I could have waited a little bit with changing my gear. But it wouldn't make me rich, so it's fine. It's fine. It's just better than just walking. Alright, last time I went this way, so this time I'm going to stick to the south a little more. And hope for the best. Not the best, but it's not terrible. And 6.2 stone is actually legit. But where is it in my inventory? Here it is. Another red circle. And sadly no big stack. I haven't seen any big stacks so far. The power anomaly opens in 5 minutes. Maybe they were there because of that. Luckily I have some tier 7 stone here, so I can get a few more stacks for the ore that's just right next to it. 1.3k basically. Not that great, but with ore gathering gear and slowly getting up the levels to increase the gathering speed, pretty fine. Actually better than tier 5 hide. Probably. The red circle is moving into a direction that I do not like. Well, now it's going up there, so that's fine. Everything empty here already. They caught another one. I might check out the plateau in the west. Oh well, maybe I shouldn't. Oh well, actually I should, because the red circle is right at the exit right now. So I might as well use this time, instead of getting chased for 3 years, and take a little bit of extra loot. The red circle vanished. Okay, any resources here? Doesn't look too good. Yeah, pretty empty already. This one was hiding behind a tree though, so I gotcha. There's no hiding from me. Filthy T7 ore. Thought that it could get away, but not on my watch. Okay, the stuff is opening soon, so I want to get out rather soon. Do I want to eat for safety measures? No, not really. In 8 minutes the server goes down anyways. So I don't actually need to eat. Okay. Nobody at the entrance. Nice. Everybody's here. One of them is chasing me, I believe. Oh, there's a dismounted player from those guys, but he's just fame farming. I would also imagine that it would be really hard for them to call it so quickly. They would have needed to be really good and sharp, and the shot caller had to see me to be able to bring me into a rather bad situation there. But all of them waiting at the entrance is pretty much trolling anyways. But they are not trying to gank, obviously. Seems like they want to gather. Actually, they probably just want to log out and are on their way back home. So on the rest of this way there will sadly not be anything for me to take except enchanted stuff. I mean, this map has 13% at least. I haven't seen any big stacks right now. Oh, another Cossacks player. Oh, blue enchanted dungeon. I mean, it's still pretty bad. This is a tier 5 zone, so it's basically a tier 7 dungeon, I believe. I'm not so sure if that's exactly the way it scales up, or if those dungeons are even better. It might be that tier 5.2 dungeons are better than flat tier 7 dungeons, but I don't know. I also don't know where those stats can be looked up, or if those stats are even public. Oh, there are 2 stone stacks. 2 stone stacks and nobody wants them. Maybe one of those stacks is 5.3, so it's actually okay to gather it. But still not really a reason to take all this way upon you and go there. Especially also because there's a risk, since that's just a dead end. And even if people only come from one side, it's still possible to die because you cannot dodge all the mobs. So you will not get into the... Let's see how it's called in English. Into the gallop move speed bonus. So basically the same as in German. actually the same word as in German. Dismounted people. Are they dying? Wait. Oh, I'm too late. Oh, I'm trolling. It was a bait. Well played, well played. Now imagine they actually had IP. I would have actually died. I would have actually died. Oh. Oh god. Imagine risking 10 million to kill a person that looked like wearing tier 4 items. But actually lucky. No, it wasn't lucky. They were... Why did I saw that there are multiple people. And when I arrived there, there was only one person on the ground. So it had to be this kind of trap. Now thinking about it. But hey, I haven't used an invisibility potion in like, I don't know, 2 months. Or maybe 1 month. So nice to show how to escape. How to, not how to, but in which order you have to press the spells. W, E, boots, invisibility potion. If you survive until then. But usually you don't have cooldown on your spells. I had 5 seconds cooldown because I dismounted next to enemies. So funny. Almost lost 10 million. Alright, 1.69 million. Yeah, I didn't really find anything really good. I found some tier 6 hide, which is good, but wasn't an amazing run either. Was fine. Okay, anyhow, 1.69 million in 1 hour. It's solid. It's solid. I would have expected a little bit more, but my prospector journal isn't full either. Probably would have been another 100k or something, or 60k or 50k or whatever.